Politics ruin, or rather control, your whole life, man. You're gonna be a miserable person. Straight up. And unfortunately, that's where we're at. A lot of people are consumed by this. And it's driving them crazy.
All right, what is going on, YouTube? It is your boy Jerice back at it with another episode of
Real talk.
And today we got to talk about the Virginia's governor election that just happened as of last night, as of the time of this recording. And also the more important topic I want to discuss, certain black people's mental derangement and obsession when it comes to the Democratic Party. So, the Republican candidate, Glen Youngkin, is projected to be the winner of last night's election. And here are the results right here with the New Jersey election still going on. So that's the current situation on that matter. So here are the two candidates. You have Mr. Terry McAuliffe, Democrat, and Mr. Glen Youngkin, Republican. And I just want you to notice the ethnicity or race of these two individuals. Just what do these two men have in common? All right, now, hold that thought. Hold that thought. So, Jemele Hill, right? Black woman, quote unquote, conscious, quote unquote, woke, fighting race or white supremacy, fist in the air, you know, the whole 9 yards. So, as the election was going on last night, she made some very interesting tweets. And it's going to be her and Mr. Van Jones that I'm going to highlight in today's video. And this just goes to show the problem with the talented 10th mentality of Mr. W.E.B. Du Bois. This just goes to show the problem with that mentality because you have these black people in positions of influence and status that think a certain way, and their thoughts are dictated to them by the white people that they work under, but they somehow preach against white supremacy at the same time. So, to make that simpler to understand, they take orders from a white person and then tell other blacks to hate white people. And if you follow or agree with the ideology of this white person, it's white supremacy. But if you agree with this white person, it's, you know, for the betterment of mankind or whatever. Literally, if you agree with him and you vote for him, you're a good and just person. But if you agree with and vote for him, you're somehow a white supremacist. That's literally the mindset of this educated Michigan State black woman. So let's take a look at a few of her tweets, right? So this Sahil Kapoor, she put the story of tonight. McAuliffe is running a bit ahead of Biden when it comes to non-white voters in Virginia. Says he's behind a few with white men, but he's getting clobbered by white women. And then Jemele Hill put white women reporting for duty because said white women voted for this white man instead of this white man. And then she also put, it's not the messaging, folks. This country loves white supremacy. Even though this is a white man and this is also a white man. So how is voting for this one white supremacy, but this one is not white supremacy? Let's see. And then here's another good one. White supremacy is electing the first black woman lieutenant governor. Got it. And then, of course, GIF. And then she says, oh, it's the statements, not the actual function of white supremacy. Got it. In response to this, I love you, Jemele, but statements like this will keep this country ruled by conservatives for the rest of our lifetimes. Be better than this. Which I'm assuming this is a Look at this guy. This guy.
Look at this dude. Wait till you see the. No, 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 no.
Like this is the guy. All right. But enough of this. All right. So, let's take a look at this quick clip from Mr. Van Jones in regards to this election that just happened.
There is no such thing anymore as a low turnout election. You have that much pent up desire for civic participation that an off year, it's not an off year, it's an off year election.
Right.
Well, the thing about it is that a lot of people realize if they don't vote, then you're good old scam likely. All right, but a lot of people realize that they just sit on their ass twiddling their thumbs, then your guy's gonna get in for free. And a lot of people would rather go down swinging than just let the fucking dumbass that you won in office just fucking waltz up in there without a fucking fighting chance. So that's why it's a highly contested election and more people are wanting to vote than ever, or whatever the fuck he just said.
You have record turnout. So that means that the audience is paying attention. That's a good thing.
Yeah, like I said, they're paying attention because they see you guys are literally not talking about anything, and the other guy was at least talking about something that they know is actually happening in their day to day lives and not just resting on the issue of Donald Trump bad. Donald Trump bad, but Donald Trump bad. Donald Trump bad.
I'm waiting to hear now about voter fraud. I'm waiting to hear about it because it was all voter fraud. You can't trust the elections. When Republicans win, suddenly everything's fixed. So
And about that, so the reason why that was such a big deal in the presidential election was because, one, I watched the election the entire night. I find it very hard to believe that Trump was up in all those states and then all of a sudden fucking just all the states just swung. Like, I went to bed and Trump was up and it looked like the election was going to be over, and then the freeze thing happened and the resuming of the count, blah 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 blah. We've heard this, that, and the other about it. I'm over it. I am over it. But this happened like a normal election, so of course there's not going to be too many people talking about, oh, the election was fixed. I mean, it happened in a normal span of time for an election. I've been alive for 27 years now, and I've never seen an election literally last weeks on end. But that's neither here nor there.
So that's going to be, I don't want to hear about voter fraud anymore. People are participating. The system works. But I think that what David said just a few minutes ago is really important. This is a big deal. These numbers are bad.
Why are they bad, Mr. Van Jones? You just said the system works, democracy works. This is what the people voted for. This should be a good thing. You should be celebrating. You should be shining your head and clicking your heels together because the system works. I'll get one of them fucking speed buffers and fucking just start buffing that motherfucker's head.
This is not some. These are our voters. These are voters that came to us.
Who is this? Our voters, like who is this us? Van Jones, who is this us? I'm sure you're going to explain.
In 2018, came to us in 2020, and have abandoned us in droves in 2 states that should be in our column. That's a big deal.
Oh, you mean us as in Democrats? And would you care to explain who is supposed to align with the Democrats? You're not going to. I know you're not because you're a piece of shit. But you think all blacks should be Democrats because fucking plantation mentality. And I'm guessing minorities, Mexicans, I guess, I'm assuming Asians, because, people of color, we're all in this together, High School Musical in this bitch. Um, and I guess the LGBT peoples, I guess you're supposed to include them too. Anybody who's not a straight white male conservative or female conservative, I guess, is supposed to automatically belong to Democrats.
That is a 5 alarm fire. And I think that, look, I hope we can pass these big bills. Bill Clinton was able to turn his ship around and survive after the judicial hacking in '94 by doing a lot of small stuff.
Bill Clinton, Biden's partner in crime in the '94 crime bills. So, a guy who literally had a lot of black people locked up. Yeah, you're on the side of this guy and the other guy who was working hand in hand with that guy to make sure that people that look like you went to jail for little to no reason. Got it. Yeah, these are your pro-blacks, ladies and gentlemen. These are your pro-blacks. Your conscious people, your woke people, your fist in the air. We're fighting white supremacy. These are those guys. And this is what I have a problem with. They look at me crazy when I say fuck the government. I'm an anarcho-capitalist, and people should be free to live their lives in whichever way they want to. Government should be out the way. We don't need to be paying taxes. Let your kids go to whatever school they want to. Shit, I mean, if you want to stick around and pay for public school with your tax money, I mean, by all means do you, but hey, at the end of the day, school choice should be a thing, but I digress. But these are those guys that want your kids beholden to the state for their education. They want you paying all the taxes that you can to subsidize people's terrible life choices when it comes to reproducing and things of that nature. And yeah, it's fucking crazy. Oh, and don't forget the NAACP is telling people to avoid Texas now because they don't enforce mask mandates and vaccine. Well, no, it's vaccine and mask mandates, and because Texas has that strict bill on abortion, so the NAACP is telling people to avoid Texas. But these are your pro-blacks, ladies and gentlemen. These are your pro-blacks. And then people wonder why I don't call myself pro-black, even though I'm supposed to speak for quote-unquote black people and encourage more blacks to be intellectuals and actually think for themselves. But I guess, I don't know. I'll just leave it to the dumbasses like this. I mean, they'll follow him before they follow any normal person who disagrees with the guy on the screen anyway, so it is what it is. But realistically, man, that's all I'm gonna say on this. I don't have anything else to say. This is fucking dumb. Like, this right here is an actual fucking, like, house nigga, literally field nigga, like plantation mindset. This is the plantation mindset at work, ladies and gentlemen. Like, and then people like him will get mad at people like me for not fucking gargling the Democratic Party on my fucking knees and shit, but like, it's people like this that help keep us back. When I say us, I mean us normal black folks that just want to fucking have a decent life and just, live without the government fucking up your shit. But hey, man, he's paid by white people to make sure that a certain percentage of black peoples never aspire to rise or actually do rise. Oh my god. But with that, like, share, subscribe. If I made some sense, if I made you laugh, if I made you chuckle, hey, give me a like, share. Most importantly, subscribe. Help me get to 1,000 subs so I can get some money off this bitch. Fucking take money from the white man. Help me be a better pro-black than Van Jones by taking money from the white man. But with that, it's been your boy Jerice back with another episode of Real Talk. And I'm out.
Whoa, dude. This fucking nerdy man needs to stop with all these hard bangers, bro. People that change the world are frightening.